Hello from Joplin, Missouri. The 2018 Women's ACCA Basketball Tournament wraps up here today. Start with the third place game. It's the 4-seed Providence Pilots coming in at 10 and 12, taking on the 3-seed Rhema Lady Eagles coming in at 15 and 7. Hi everybody, Chris Sheeman. Glad to be with you. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. Start with the Lady Eagles of Rhema at 15 and 7, winning over Applebus 114-25 in the opening round, then losing to Randall in the semifinals. Head coach Carrie Sharp in her sixth season. Starting number 10, Abby Salinas, number 20, Cameron Linsco, number 21, Sarah Lapp, number 22, Tamara Smith, and number 25, Whitney Jacobs. Starting today for Providence, for the Pilots today and head coach Joel Corsi, it's number 3, Kiera Foster, number 4, Joanne Schwarz, number 5, Taylor Goodbranson, number 8, Allison Zajac, and number 11, Elenia Collier. So that's the starters for both of these teams. I mentioned Rhema losing to Randall in the semifinals as Jacobs gets her team on the board. Providence lost 102-61 against Arlington. Linsco is going to be fouled, so she'll head to the free throw line. Foster picked up the foul. Cameron Linsco, 49% at the free throw line on the season, misses the first back iron. Rims in the second, so 3-0 in favor of Rhema. Foster, Zajac swings it out, Schwarz for 3, got it to go. Providence, despite getting blown out yesterday, did hit some three-pointers against Arlington. They hit 8 of 26, 31%. As a team, they came in shooting 25%. 3 missed long by Smith. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. And the possession will get it back to Providence. So a minute in. Press for Rhema. Shores into the forecourt. For the cutter, Zajac lays it off the glass and in. So Providence leads it 5-3. Sarah Lapp on the far side. Whitney Jacobs, second in the ACCA in assists per game. Jacobs gets it back from Salinas. Smith with 12 to shoot. Cross court, it's Salinas. The floater, an air ball. Tap back to her. Salinas' second effort off the back iron. And Foster able to tip it to Collier. Then it's poked away. Last touch by the Eagles. So Providence basketball. They lead it 5-3. Here's Zajac into the forecourt. Goodbranson back to Collier. And a turnover. Zajac pass off the mark. Whitney Jacobs into the forecourt. Lady Eagles last year losing to Trinity in the 5th place game. 2016 they won 3rd over Emmaus, trying to win 3rd here today over Providence. Foster, Zajac, yes. Providence leads it 7-5. Underneath Lapp from Jacobs, got it to go. We're tied. Back and forth kind of a game. So far here in the first 3 minutes at least. Goodbranson can't get the 3. Long rebound by Zajac. Underneath the cutter, Goodbranson. Too strong off the glass. And Lapp controls for the Eagles. Smith on the near side. Jacobs, Linsko. It was Jacobs and Smith yesterday keeping their team in it. Running and gunning are the Pilots as Collier lays it up and in. Timeout, Rhema. We'll step aside and come right back. Third place game continues after this. (9-7) Providence. Rhema with the basketball. 6:29 to go in the opening quarter of the third place game. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Final day of coverage for us here in Joplin. Jacobs driving baseline. In the lane, it's Lap. Short on the jumper. Players colliding, and it's going to go back to Providence. Carrie Sharp going to make a sub. Tiffany Wurtzer coming in for Linsko. Folks, we do have the YouTube chat going. If you want to give us a shout on there, use the hashtag ACCA Sports on Twitter. Good Branson. Here's Foster. Ruchageza is out there. She's doubled up to Foster. Back to Ruchageza. Esther cut off. Bounce pass comes to Good Branson. 10 to shoot. Still time for the Pilots. Catch and shoot Schwartz off the mark. Offensive rebound by Foster. Shot clock did not reset, and it's going to be a shot clock violation on the Pilots. Smith into the forecourt for Rhema. Smith, Jacobs, I mentioned earlier in the tournament, as Smith misses the three and Wurtzer will go to the line. Both near the tops, second and third in the ACCA in assists per game. Whitney Jacobs is second at 4.5, third at 4.5 assists. And Smith is second at 4.7. Collier in for Providence. Elena Collier, a sophomore, replacing Foster. So 1 out of 2, 9-8. Shores. Collier in the lane. Yes, off the glass. Good start for Providence. These two teams meeting for the first time this season. Lady Eagles of Rhema, the 3 seed from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Providence Pilots, the 4 seed from Otterburn, Manitoba. The women's tournament this year played out just as the seedings predicted, at least so far. 5 to shoot. Smith's going to have to launch with 2. It's an air ball. Back-to-back shot clock violations. 1 for each team here in the early going. Shores into the forecourt. It's deflected. Last touch by Christina Rogers. Joy Lambert also out there, number 12 for Rhema. Schwartz left of the lane, couple of fakes, bounce pass Ruchageza, in and out, and back in. So the Pilots leading by 5, just past 4.5 left to play here in this opening quarter. Lambert catch and shoot, short on the 3. And they're going to get Rhema on the foul. It'll be on Rogers. That's their first. 2 on Providence. Francis Lerma coming into the game. Pilots into the forecourt. And Lerma is short on that jumper. Pushing is Rhema. It's Jacobs to the bucket. Yes, and the foul. Whitney Jacobs, 58% free throw shooter, will try to complete an old school three-point play. Jacobs over 14 points per game. Mentioned her assist totals earlier. Free throw goes halfway down, bounces out. Got the offensive rebound, averaging almost 8 rebounds a game as well. That pass intercepted. Rogers threw it away. Good Branson coming from behind was Jacobs, and then Lambert with the steal for Rhema. Jacobs into the forecourt. Wurtzer. Lap is cut off. Lambert will try another three. Can't get it to go. Wurtzer the putback, no, and Ruchageza comes up with the board. Timeout by Providence. 13-12. Pilots have the lead here in the third place game. We'll be back. Shima, glad to be back with you. It's 13-10 Providence. They have the basketball out of the timeout. Full court press for Rhema. No trouble for Providence as Van Schie comes into the game. Anna Van Schie wearing number 9. Out of that timeout, on for the first time here today. Out on the run, here's Jacobs. Couple of fakes. Shot it over 2 defenders. Ruchageza loses it out of bounds, so an extra possession here for Rhema. Zajac back out there as Joel Kersey shuffles in and out early and often, making the subs here today. Keeping everybody fresh. Third game in 3 days for Providence. That ball deflected. Last touch by Collier. 14 to shoot for Rhema. 2:50 left to go here in the opening quarter. Wurtzer. Now Salinas left of the lane. Can't get the jumper to go. Good Branson looking to push. Collier, good Branson, gets it back to her, screen and roll. Van Schie from the baseline, nope, and Salinas the board. Pilots active defensively, 7 players with 20 steals or more. Pilots lead the ACCA in steals per game at 14.7. Right now, Rhema is cold. Offensive rebound by Wurtzer. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Frustrated Wurtzer threw an elbow. Foster and Schwartz back out there. Linsko returns for Rhema. 2:05 left to go here in this opening quarter, third place game. The officials are talking about something. 3-2 the fouls in favor of Providence. All teams well within their limits. Providence winning their opening round game against Ozark before losing to Arlington in the semifinals. Rhema still the highest score so far in this tournament, 114 points over AFLBS. Here's Smith drawing the foul. So off the turnover, Tamara Smith goes to the line, 75% during the season. 4 team fouls now on Providence. Smith, the leading scorer on the team, 18.5 per game. Smith got them both. 1 point game, 13-12. That's going to be a travel as Foster gets tied up, makes a mental error. So the press works for Rhema there. Chance for the Eagles to take the lead. I believe it would be the first lead of the game. Smith had the ball in her hands so much late against Randall yesterday. Be interesting to see how long she's able to keep it at full steam. Turnover here as Foster makes up for her turnover with the steal. Double team. Somebody's got to come help her, and she's tied up, but they call a foul on Tamara Smith.
Foul number 22, Tamara Smith.
Team foul 3. Smith comes out, and Joy Lambert comes in. Smith was not happy with that call. Collier will inbound it. Ball deflected. Zajac back to Collier, and Collier will go to the line. Both teams now with 4. With 1:20 left to go, both teams then in the bonus. Collier, 57% free throw shooter. Able to get the first to go. Collier, the sophomore, just about 6 points per game, 5 rebounds. Good supporting player for Joel Corsi's team, gets both free throws. Lamp throws cross court to Lambert. Lambert with the hand in her face. Wishes it through anyways. Not bad defense there from the Pilots, just better offense. Nearing a minute to play here in this first quarter. Zajac, no. Forced that one. Salinas the board. Jacobs, top of the key. Linsko steps left. Yes. Linsko's got the size advantage there over Schwartz. Schwartz 5'2", Linsko 5'7", and use that to her advantage. Now Schwartz with the turnover. So 3-second difference between the game and shot clock. We'll see if the Lady Eagles elect to hold here and run some time late in this first quarter. Salinas over to Lap. Linsko. Splitting the defense is Salinas. Can't get the jumper. Tip for the rebound. Schwartz comes up with it, and another foul on Rhema. And a bad foul. That's 5, so Providence will get free throws. Jacobs, the senior, picks up the foul. Jacobs and Smith, both seniors for the Lady Eagles. No seniors on the Pilots roster. Playing in their final games here this afternoon. Van Schie coming into the game for Foster. Second free throw missed. That's going to go off Providence out of bounds. So Rhema will have 9.5 left to work with here. Final shot time in this opening quarter for the Eagles. Jacobs with 5. Here's Linsco for 3. Can't get it to go, and the first quarter comes to an end. So nothing decided after 10 minutes, even at 16 here in the third place game. We'll be back. Quarter number 2 underway, all tied at 16. Chris Sheeman here with you, Rhema and Providence. Rhema starts with the basketball. Joy Lambert misses the 3, but cleaning it up is Salinas for 2. 18-16. That, I believe, the second lead, for Rhema. (18-16). Collier will inbound it for Providence. Shores gets it back to her. They're looking underneath for Kushner, who's on. Spencer Kushner. And it's a steal by Salinas. Jacobs bounce passes it back to her. Turnaround shot, yes. Again, it's good defense from Providence. Rhema's just hitting some tough shots right now. They started cold, but Salinas puts them up 4. Now it's a steal by Lambert into the forecourt lap. Cut off. Linsco, the arc shot, yes. 7-0 run now for Rhema. Schwartz, Collier. And underneath, that's Kushner ending the run. Abby Salinas. Linsco over to Lambert. Jacobs, yes. Collier losing it, tied up with Jacobs. Possession arrow will keep it with Providence. Smith and Jacobs, Wurtzer and Smith back out there for Rhema. Couple of subs sort of pilots too. Ruchageza is back on. Good Branson. Turns it over. It's Salinas with the steal. Out to Smith. Smith, what a move. Breaking ankles and lays it up. Samara Smith, playing in her final collegiate game, wants to go out a winner. See intensity on her. Saw it yesterday against Randall too. Schwartz, yes. Three-pointer for Schwartz. Jacobs to the cutter. It's Salinas missing. Zajac the board. Shores the good Branson in the front court. Now it's Collier on the left. Shores, same spot, same result. Rhema's lead down to 2 from its high of the game at 8. This is Lambert. Now Salinas from the elbow, no, but a foul, and I think it was on the ball, so Salinas will shoot a couple. Mentioned she struggled 36% from the free throw stripe. Got the first one to go. Caitlin Thiessen, the freshman for Providence. Van Schie also out there. Rebound to Ruchageza. Shores loses it. Steal by Jacobs. Yes, for 2. Whitney Jacobs, almost 3 steals per game, tied for 3rd in the ACCA in that category. Providence, trouble with the passing here. Thiessen, the defensive pressure starting to pick up for Rhema. That shot off the mark by Goodbranson, thrown ahead to Smith. Smith to the lane, short on the layup attempt. Goodbranson floats it up, also short. Rebound bounces out, Salinas has it. Smith keeping the Jets on. Banks it off the glass. Rhema by 7. Schwartz. Out to Van Schie, all alone. And she makes Rhema pay with a 3-pointer. 31-27. Just inside 6 minutes to go here in the opening half. Third place game. Men's third place game between College of Divinity and Carolina coming up after this. 2:15 local time. Six to shoot. Jacobs cut off, and a foul called with 2 on the shot clock. Kushner Foster back in for the Pilots. Rogers back in for Rhema, replacing Salinas. Now it's a steal out on the run. Foster, the fresh legs to the bucket. No, good defense by Smith. Jacobs the rebound. Jacobs pull up in the lane off the back iron. That board by Thiessen. Thiessen just 5'7", but averages over 5 boards a game. That's a walk on Kushner. Linsko comes back into the game for Rhema. Thiessen out. Lerma back in. We have seen these teams subbing just about every dead ball whistle, keeping everybody fresh. Again, third game in 3 days for both of them. Smith, Jacobs, zone defense for Providence. Here is Linsko. Got it from the charity stripe. 33-27, Rhema by 6. Foster double teamed. Underneath Kushner alone, and they find her. Well, that's what happens when you break the press. You can get those easy buckets, especially underneath. Works that time for Providence. They're going to get a check on Foster. Team foul number 3 on Providence, just 1 so far, past the midway point here in the second quarter on Rhema. Another sub in, Lambert in, Rogers is out. Jacobs, Lambert, catch and shoot 3. Missed it off the back rim. Kushner with the good box out. Good Branson. Kushner over to Van Schie, who drives in, blocked but foul. The second on Rhema. And free throws to come for Van Schie. Hannah, during the regular season, just 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe, so not a lot of action at the free throw stripe this season for her. Not the first one to go. Can make it a 2-point game now. Schwarz back in for Foster. Got them both 33-31. Close one here in the third place game. Lambert in the corner, drives baseline. Jacobs had trouble with it. Smith on the deflection comes up with it. Still 10 to shoot for Rhema. I pass off to Mark. Lambert throws it. Tried to save it, but it comes to Schwarz. Schwarz lost the handle on it. Now good Branson on the deflection. Timeout Rhema, 3:38 left to go here in the first half. We are even at 33. .338 to go here in the first half. 33 all in the third place game. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. First of two third place games. Championship game between Randall and Arlington today at 4. Smith, catch and shoot 3. Missed it back iron. Wurtzer trying to chase it down, but it goes out of bounds. Back to Providence. Rhema has led by as many as 8 in this one. Zajac in for Kushner for Providence, and coming back in is Lapp for Wurtzer for Rhema. Van Schie on the near side. Cross court Lerma in the corner. It's Schwarz for 3. Yes. How about the run for Providence? They retake the lead. 36-33. Jacobs going to be fouled. That's going to be 4 on Providence. Smith fakes the 3, drives in, throws it up, no. Tip for the rebound. Zajac has position, and she's going to be fouled. Frustration foul. Going to go on Smith. That's 3 on Rhema. Shores into the forecourt, bounce pass. Nice job by Zajac calling for it. Blew the layup though. Lap the board, here is Smith. Lambert to the bucket, no. And the rebound controlled by Schwarz. Good Branson. Here's Lerma. Catch and shoot. Lerma for three. Providence is feeling it right now. Francis Lerma, 30% three-point shooter. Lambert's going to be fouled, and that will be 5 on Providence. So free throws the rest of the way for Rhema.
Foul number 9 and sheet. At the line for Rhema, number 12, Joy Lambert.
Joy Lambert, 1 of 8 during the regular season from the free throw line. Gets that one to go.
Pilots number 11, Amanda Collier.
Lambert able to get them both. Providence lead is 4. Now it's a steal by Jacobs. They're going to call a jump ball, actually, so we'll stay with the Pilots. Trapping pressure again for Rhema. Worked a few times in the first quarter. Shores threw it away, but getting there is Lerma. Collier, the bounce pass, getting tied up. Zajac and Jacobs, and another jump ball. So Rhema will get it back. Linsco, cross court to Lambert, zone for the Pilots. Jacobs spinning, unable to get the bucket, but she goes to the line for 2.
Foul number 8, Allison Zajac. At the line for Rhema, number 25, Whitney Jacobs.
Rhema, very good season for Carrie Sharp's team. Single-digit losses during the regular season. Randall twice and Arlington once. Eagles lead, tied with Providence for the lead in steals per game, are actually just behind them by a couple of ticks. So both of these teams very active defensively. We'll check the totals at halftime, but we've seen a few here in this first half. Good Branson over to Schwartz. Ball deflected, players diving for it, keeping possession, out to Lerma for 3, missed it long. Smith comes up with the rebound. Smith over to Lambert, bounce pass to Jacobs, banks it off the glass. Yeah, it's Saturday, bank's open today. Closes a little early, but it's open. Zajac blocked. Good defense by Linsco. Thrown ahead to Jacobs from Smith. Yes. So Rhema back up by 1. Providence can hold for the final shot of the quarter here. Collier underneath Zajac, lost it out of bounds, so plenty of time for Rhema. Not sure why the Providence Pilots were trying to go so quick there. So last chance time for the Lady Eagles. Linsco, too strong off the glass, 2 seconds left to work with, and they won't get it off in time. So Rhema, tight game. But they lead 40-39 here in the third place game. We'll be back in 15 minutes with more second half action. Don't go too far. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter set to get underway. Providence in the blue and Rhema in the white. Glad to be back with you here in the third place game. Check the first half numbers as Collier gets the scoring party started here in this third quarter. Joanne Schwartz, 4 of 5 for Providence, 12 points, 5 assists. For Rhema, it's Whitney Jacobs, 6 of 8 shooting, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Good first half for Whitney in her final game. Tamara Smith has 6 points, 7 points apiece, well 9 now for Salinas, and Linsko's got 7, 6 I mentioned for Smith. First half shooting, Providence shot 50% to 42% for Rhema. Rhema did not hit a three-pointer in that first half, excuse me. Rhema was 0 for 7. Jacobs makes it 44 to 41, the correct score on your screen. Jacobs with another one to add to her total. She's up to 15 now. Rebounding even at 20. 14 turnovers for Providence is the real difference in this one, as the points off turnovers +9, 17 to 8 in favor of Rhema. Bench scoring +9 to Providence, 14 to 5. So those are your first half numbers. That's Zajak's 4th foul, 2nd already on Providence here, 90 seconds into this third quarter. Linsko at the line. 1 out of 2 today, make it 1 out of 3 as she misses that one. So Van Schie has to come in for Zajak, who sits down with those 4 fouls. Shores the rebound. Here comes Providence. Trailing by 1 to the bucket. It's Foster. Full steam ahead for Kiera Foster. Ball's deflected out. Actually, they say Rhema lost it, so. Christina Rogers coming into the game, replacing Abby Salinas, early sub for Carrie Sharp's team. Good ball movement, breaking the trap for Providence. Van Schie. Foster. Schwartz in the lane, banks it off the glass and in. Joanne Schwartz up to 14 points now. She's also got 5 assists. Smith traveled with the basketball. Providence will get it back. Shores. Van Schie on the left to the cutter. It's Collier, yes. Providence leading the third place game by 5. Linsko left of the lane. Floater no. Whitney Jacobs the rebound. The putback too strong. Now Rogers had it poked away. Fighting for it. Jump ball called. Possession arrow keeps it with Rhema. Time out by the Lady Eagles will go away. 7:13 left to go here in quarter number 3. 7:13 left to go in the third quarter, just underway in the second half, and Providence with all the momentum, trying to change that. Missing the jumper is Linsco, and it's deflected off Providence, so it will stay on this side of the floor. Jacobs, Smith. Linsco floats it right at a lane. Too strong. Good Branson. Shores into the forecourt. Good Branson up top. And she looks for the cutter. Bounce pass taken away. Linsco, and then she's fouled. That will be 3 on Providence. Foster picking up her third. So Foster will sit down. Lerma coming back in. Linsco cross court. Here is Lapp. Blocked. Good block by Van Schie, although it sounded like there was some contact. No call, though. Van Schie looking for some help. Somebody's got to come help her. Good Branson does. 8 to shoot. Collier with 5, steps inside the arc and buries it. Providence came in shooting just 33% on the season, over 50% here in this game. Rhema loses it. Rogers with the turnover. Schwartz into the front court. Van Schie, Lerma, floats it up, off the glass and in. Everything's falling right now for Providence. How about the Pilots? Their biggest lead is 9. Foul called on Van Schie, who can't believe it. Thiessen coming back into the game, and Ruchigeza returns for Providence. 4 team fouls now on the Pilots. Jacobs over to Linsco from the half circle. She hits. Much needed shot for Rhema. Team came in 79 points per ball game. Held to 50 yesterday. 46 right now. Ruchigeza can't get it to go. Ball deflected out, and it's going to be off Providence. So we'll stay on this side of the floor. Inbound by Thiessen. Schwartz. Good Branson doubled up in the corner. Bounce pass to Schwartz. Catch and shoot. She's feeling it. She is feeling it. Schwartz, her 5th three-pointer. This is a woman who's shooting 26% from behind the arc. She's missed 1 out of 6. Good ball movement. Open look, Linsco. Rhema needed that one. First double-digit lead of the game for Providence. Schwartz fires it up. Not that time. Linsco the board. Step back jumper way off. Lerma the rebound. Shores, somebody got to come and help. Lerma does. Into the forecourt, good Branson. Throws it up, short off the glass. Ruchageza, the offensive rebound, and she's fouled. That will be the first team foul on Rhema. Lapp picks up her second. Collier back out there for Schwartz. See how long they let her rest. Couple of subs for Rhema as well. Tiffany Wurtzer coming in on the court with Smith and Lambert. Also Jacobs and Rogers. That's the 5 for the Eagles here. Lerma, Thiessen. Collier for a screen and roll. Ruchageza couldn't handle the pass, and that'll be a turnover. 3:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Women's third place game. Wrapping up this tournament action. It's always a blur. Yesterday was a really long day. We had 15 total hours of basketball here at OCC. Much needed bucket by Joy Lambert for Rhema there. First bucket in a couple of minutes for the Eagles. But it really does fly by. Collier's fouled. That'll be the second on Rhema. We start thinking, talking, planning for this tournament in February, early part of February. Some cases sooner, and 4 days go in a blink of an eye. Kushner, yes. The lead is a dozen for Providence. Correction, it's 10. 58-48. Now Pilots with the steal. This matches their biggest lead. Van Schie is there to help on the deflection. Good Branson. It's off her foot. And they're going to give it to Rhema, I believe. No, it wasn't a foul called. It might have been a travel. So Eagles with the basketball. Lambert cut off on the baseline. Smith splits the defense, runs into Kushner. Offensive rebound. Rogers no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line. Christina Rogers, 71% free throw shooter. Swishes in the first one. So 5 team fouls now on Providence. Rhema's in the bonus over the final 2:01. 1 out of 2 at the line. Tipped rebound comes to Good Branson. Good Branson doubled up, lost it. Steal by Smith. Smith pushes over the defenders. Got it to go somehow over 3 defenders. No call, a lot of contact there. Good Branson throws it up. She thought she was going to get a whistle. Second effort's an air ball. Smith the rebound. Lambert blocked by Kushner. Jacobs follows it. So Rhema working themselves back in it. Back-to-back buckets, 5-point burst. How about that cut? Beautiful find by Kushner. Thiessen lays it up and in. Timeout. Providence, 60-53. 1 minute to go in this third quarter. 1:05 left to go here in this third quarter. Eagles 53 on the board, 60 for Providence. 7-point advantage for the Pilots. Chris Sheeman, what little voice I have left. Glad to be back with you. There's Lambert. This is Wurtzer. Smith for three. Got it to go. So it was a 10-point game. Now it's down to 4. Schwarz, yes. That's her 7th three-pointer here today. 7-point lead for Providence. Wurtzer missed it long. Schwarz came in averaging 8.4 points per ball game. Over 20 here in this third quarter. Another foul called on Rhema. That'll be 3 on them. So last shot time now for Providence. And she will inbound it. Collier back to her. Got it to go. Unbelievable shooting today for Providence. Smith tries to beat the buzzer. An air ball. Providence by 10. They are on fire as we go to quarter number 4 here in the third place game. Stick around. We'll be back here in just a moment. Well, technical foul issued to Tamara Smith, who's kind of been begging for one all day. So 1 free throw in the books, and now we will step aside. We'll have the fourth quarter here in just a moment. Fourth quarter, Providence by 11 after that technical free throw that was made, 1 out of 2 in between quarters. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. It'll be Providence with the basketball. Entry pass deflected, but Schwarz is there. Schwarz, 7 3-pointers. Providence is on fire. Final game of the season for both of these teams here in this ACCA tournament. Providence on their way to a third-place finish here. Timeout called by Rhema. Will go away. 9:34 left to go here in the game. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Rhema basketball. Can they come back? They've got the firepower to do it. Whitney Jacobs, one of their leading scorers, in fact, second on the team in scoring, gets them going here. Got to get some defensive stops. Jump ball called, but possession arrow stays on this side of the floor. Here's good Branson, Kushner, and a reach. Salinas picking up the first team foul in the game. Esther Ruchigeza coming back in for Kushner. Shores the inbound, and that'll be deflected out. Collier into the lane, throws it up. Tough angle on that. Throws it off. Rhema, though. Hit it off of Salinas. So plenty of time on the shot clock. It's at 22 for the Pilots. Good Branson can't get it to go, and she'll be called for a foul. So both teams with a team foul here in the first minute of this fourth quarter. Jacobs over to Linsko. Lambert, nice ball movement underneath. Rogers off the glass. So it's single digits again. Good Branson breaks the press. And she is bumped from behind by Jacobs. That's 2 on Rhema. Jacobs picks up her third. Shores on the right, Collier on the left. And she on the wing. Ruchigeza takes it right of the lane and had it poked away. Steal by Linsko. She pushes it into the forecourt. Linsko coast to coast. She scores. So the lead is down to 7 now. Shores has it taken away. Lambert the steal. Lambert, yes, and the foul. And the fans from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, who made the trip, start to applaud. So Lambert will go to the line for an old school three-point play. Both teams with 2 team fouls. And Providence wants to talk about it. Early on in the fourth, this one's starting to become a nail-biter once again. So Lambert at the line, try to complete an old school three-point play here. Joy Lambert struggled from the charity stripe during the season, just 1 out of 8. Lambert today, 2 out of 2 though. Make it 3 out of 3. So the lead has been cut just like that from double digits down to 4. Foster, Schwartz out on the court with good Branson. Zajac and Ruchigeza, that's the 5 for Providence. For Rhema, it's Jacobs, Lambert, also Salinas, Rogers. Nice crossover. Ruchigeza underneath got held by Linsko. 3 team fouls on Rhema. So Linsko picks up her second. Ruchigeza at the line, 61% during the regular season. Able to get them both. Lead back to 6 for Providence. Jacobs into the forecourt. Linsko, Jacobs, Lambert, the 3, no. Skying for the rebound, ripping it away is Salinas, and she'll go to the line. Both teams with 3 team fouls as they've started to call this one tighter. The intensity has picked up a little bit as well, part of the reason. First free throw up and good for Salinas. Smith is in for Rhema. Van Schie coming in for Providence. Samara Smith picked up a technical foul before the start of this quarter. There's Foster breaking the press. Zajac with the fake to the bucket, missed it short. Tie up again, and possession arrow will favor Rhema. Smith into the forecourt. Linsko, Smith cross court. It's Lambert. Lambert from the half circle. In and out. Offensive rebound. Jacobs and draws the foul. Some of these foul calls, I mean, the referee underneath should make that call. Jacobs, 58% free throw shooter. Swishes in the first. Jacobs today 2 out of 4, including that make. Make it 3 out of 5. 2-point game. Third place game. Trapping press again from Rhema. No trouble for Foster in the offense. Van Schie, the rainbow 3, got it. Anna Van Schie swishes it through. It's a 2-possession game, nearing 6.5 to play in the game. Smith, what a move. Misses the layup, though. She's had a couple of ankle breakers here in this one. Foster. Here's Schwartz. Good Branson. Van Schie hit one from about the same spot earlier. Not that time, though. Another tie-up and an extra opportunity for Providence. Collier coming in. Foster will sit down. Shores to Collier. Entry pass deflected. Good defense by Linsko, who almost walked Whitney Jacobs out on the run, banks it off the glass. 3-point ball game. Collier to Van Schie. It's deflected. They say Van Schie touched it last. So Rhema starting to wear down the Pilots a little bit. Providence has been okay against the trap so far today, but like I said, they're starting to wear down a little bit. Lambert for the tie, missed it long. Offensive rebound, Smith is fouled. Providence has also put Rhema in the bonus. Zajac has fouled out. Caitlin Thiessen will come in for her. Smith, 75% free throw shooter. And today she's 2 out of 2. So 5 team fouls on Providence, 3 on Rhema, with 5:30 to go in this one. Got them both. 1-point game. Van Schie, the mid-range shot is good. Jacobs pushes quickly for Rhema. Lambert fakes the 3. Lensko. Salinas turnaround shot. Can't get the friendly bounce, and that's going to go out of bounds. The last touch by Rhema. Just past the midway point here in this fourth quarter. Shores into the front. Thiessen. Toss to Collier. Collier bounced past the Thiessen. And the reverse works. Patient offense by Thiessen underneath. Lensko. Smith had it stripped. Lambert with the hand in her face. No. Rebound controlled by Collier. And she traveled. Again, that pressure. Lensko. Lambert for 3. Yes. Joy Lambert, 43% from downtown on the season. Another foul is going to be called on Rhema. That will be the 4th on the Eagles. Collier, another whistle. This time it's on Lensko. Both teams are in the bonus now. Collier, 57% free throw shooter, will go to the line for 2. Rogers in for Rhema. So Collier hits them both 2-possession game. Jacobs. Linsko, floater, no. Got the long rebound. Lambert bounce pass over to Smith, and 3 seconds in the key is called on Rhema. So Providence will get it back. Maybe not. Linsko with the deflection. Collier inbound, good Branson, Thiessen underneath, and it's poked away. It's been a ragged second half, especially this fourth quarter. No flow to this game, just a grind it out kind of a close. Well, Van Schie threw it up. That's going to go off Providence. Bad shot over 3 defenders, and Rhema will get it back. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. Here's Jacobs over the defenders. No. Good post defense. Collier into the forecourt. Credit her with the defensive stop. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Schwartz says it was deflected, but she did touch it before it went into the backcourt, so the deflection, that negates it. Lambert for 3, no. Tip for the rebound, that's going off the Eagles. And she had it poked away. Oh, nice job by Jacobs tiptoeing the line. Smith to the bucket. That's going to be thrown off of Rogers, so Providence gets it back. Kiera Foster back out there. Van Schie will sit down. Collier looking for the cutter, Schwartz. This time the pass. Rogers the steal. Jacobs, she's going to be fouled. Good Branson called for the foul. Both teams are in the bonus.
Foul number 5, Taylor Goodbranson.
Whitney Jacobs, 58% from the charity stripe during the season. Jacobs, Tamara Smith playing in their final collegiate games for Rhema. Again, they lead the charge here on the comeback. Providence, if you're just joining us, is led by as many as a dozen. What a steal. Joy Lambert flies into the frame. To the bucket, missed it short. Rogers the offensive rebound. Jacobs out to Smith for 3. Very short on that. Thiessen the rebound, and she's going to be mugged. Joy Lambert called for the foul.
Foul number 12, Joy Lambert.
So we'll take a walk to this side of the floor, shoot some free throws.
At the line for the Pilots, number 4, Joanne Schwartz.
It's Thiessen at the line. Thiessen good on the first. And second. 6-point ball game. Inside 2 to go, 1:39 to be exact. Lambert looking for Smith. Linsko, Jacobs in the lane, turnaround shot, no. Rebound controlled by Thiessen. Providence got to play keep away here, keep moving the basketball. They break the press. Thiessen drives, still attacking, and she's going to be fouled. So Thiessen will shoot 2, chance to make it a 3-possession game. I've got her listed at 39% from the free throw stripe during the season, but she's shot it way better than that here in the tournament. So I'm thinking somewhere in the reporting there was an error. Salinas in for Rogers for Rhema. Thiessen 1 out of 2. Oh, it's a lane violation. A lane violation. Rhema can't believe it. Now what? Lane violation on them. So she must have been over the line, as it was called on Collier. Turnaround shot no good by Jacobs, but she's fouled. Now a technical foul is going to be called. Clock is still going. Chaos here in Joplin. So they'll have to reset the clock to about 1:02. Looks like both teams going to their huddles, so we're going to step aside while they sort out the madness. Four free throws to come for Rhema, as you see Smith taking the technical free throws. Kiera Foster was the guilty party on both infractions. She is fouled out. So Rhema's going to get 4 free throws here. Smith is 1 of 2. So now it's Whitney Jacobs to shoot the bonus fouls. 1:02 left to go here in the game. And now the officials talking some more. This should have all been sorted out during the timeout. So now Jacobs, who had to sit and think about it. Free throw in and out. So 4 points could have been on the board. So far, Rhema's only got 1. And they're stuck on 1. Jacobs, though, chases down the rebound. She goes to the hoop. Yes. So makes up for her misses with the field goal on a hustle point. 4-point game inside 1 minute to go. Full court press is on, and that'll be a foul on Linsco. Carrie Sharp could not believe it. Said Linsco, you got to be smarter than that. You know you have 4, so her day is done. Sarah Lapp comes back in. Chance to extend it now. It's Thiessen again at the line. Don't need to think about the three-pointer yet, whether it's 5 or 6 when Rhema gets the ball back. 51.8 still time to extend the game. So 79-85, the correct score on your screen. Lambert shoots the 3, can't get it to go, and that's going out of bounds. Back to Providence. So 43.2 left. Providence will call for time. We'll go away and come right back. Providence and Rhema in a fight here in this third place game. Sometimes these consolation games can be a little uninspired. We have not seen that here today. Rhema's got a foul here. They're letting Providence run all kinds of time off. It's still a 2-possession game. Schwartz has the basketball and traveled. So they do get the turnover, but they ran almost 20 seconds off. Timeout by the Eagles now, so we'll go away again. Eagles basketball, they trail 2-possession game, 25.8 to go. Lambert gets it over to Salinas for 3, off the mark. Rebound controlled by Goodbranson. Schwartz will be fouled with 18.1, and if she gets 1 out of these 2, that should be enough. Those of you looking for the men's third place game, this is the women's third place game. We are running over. This game has been very physical, so we've had a lot of fouls and free throws, and Schwartz trying to seal the deal for Providence. And that should do it. Offensive rebound. Thiessen is fouled. So Providence on their way to a third place finish. It's a young team, too, for Joel Corsi, so we'll see them grow from this and come back next year. Playing careers for Tamara Smith, Whitney Jacobs coming to a close here tonight. Providence leading by 9. This is Jacobs firing a 3. Can't get it to go. Ruchigeza the rebound, and traveling is the call, so Rhema will get it back, but it's Providence's game. They came out shooting. Joanne Schwartz had 7 3-pointers in this contest. What an effort offensively. Smith can't get it to go. So Rhema will fall to 15-8 on the season as they wrap up 2018 with that record. Providence closes their season 11-12 as Providence takes third. Women's championship game coming up at about 4:15. Right now, we got to go away, get set for the men's third place game between College of Divinity and Carolina Christian. That's coming up.